I want to know when Free the Nip became Cut the Tits Off, because I love titties. I know gay men who love titties. They won't participate with them, but they love how they look. Who's out here knocking on titties? Because I'm ready to fight you. Leave the titties alone. Titties! And now, in like 10 years, any woman I might end up with is going to have no titties.
Welcome to the Panic Button. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie.
Today we're reacting to stuff.
Hi, your not-so-friendly neighborhood lesbian here to remind you, please stop casually or jokingly telling us how much we must not like dick or need pussy or all that shit, because I'm a lesbian, not a turf, and if my girlfriend has a dick, that's between me and her. TBH, it's mostly just between her and her. So, yeah, maybe before you keep joking about that shit, you take like 2 seconds to think and be like, hey, maybe let's not make this all about somebody's genitals.
But she's not with a lesbian.
You know, when I was in high school, I pretended my boyfriends had vaginas.
Huh, you did?
I think it worked.
My only long-term boyfriend's gay. I think we both pretended the other one wasn't even kind of sexually available. We were just like, we were in an asexual relationship. What the fuck is with these women? I don't understand. How can you call yourself a lesbian and then actively seek someone who has a penis? That's like the biggest component for me being a lesbian. That and facial hair.
But didn't you know that stereotypical stuff about women is what defines a woman?
I'm just saying, like, those are my biggest turn-offs. That's how I knew I was really, like, into chicks. Because I don't like penis, and I don't like facial hair. I don't like stinky musk smells.
Well, lesbian means being with someone who looks like a woman, kinda, dating someone else who looks like an ugly woman, kinda.
I just don't think that...
That's why I don't identify as a lesbian. I identify as a trans woman. Better perks. Ready?
Sure.
Okay, so this one's not really a video, it's just the screenshot, which says, me, a trans lesbian, bottom with a huge schlong.
The schlong is the problem. Like, that's... When you talk about lesbians, the original definition, which I can't believe I have to say original, but the original definition was two biological females attracted to biological females, also known as being homosexual. Homo meaning one, sexual meaning attraction. One gender attraction.
I think it's the word schlong for me.
That's the schlong is the problem.
Yeah, there's so many other words you could have went with.
Number one, as a woman,
Purple-headed yogurt slinger.
I call it the one-eyed monster.
Johnson.
I call it the one-eyed monster because I can never face it.
But I get you. But I look at this, and it reminds me of that guy who went into that nail salon, and he was like, everybody give me your money.
Have a nice day.
And everyone just kind of looked at him. It's kind of like that if he was saying, give me your money, I got a big gun in here. It's big. I'm going to blow you away. But it's his finger.
Further question. If you're a woman having sex where a schlong is involved and that schlong is just kind of soft and sitting there, that can't make you feel good, can it? I would feel very bad about myself. No, I don't need anything.
Hello? It's one that you...
You know what I mean, though?
Well, I will say
Wouldn't
this.
you feel bad about yourself?
I want to say this. I've never heard a dude who had a really big whang ever talk about how big his whang was.
I've heard guys talk about it. They're just not like...
But did you see them?
No, that's my whole life goal is just see as little penis as possible.
It's called magic. They tell you it's big and they make you believe it, and then they show you and it's small. It's magic.
You've asked them for proof?
It's magic. I don't need to have proof. I don't need to have proof.
It's magic.
I don't need to have proof.
How did you figure out they were lying?
Because they told me it was big. That's how I knew they were lying.
But how did you know they were like? No, I'm talking about. I've been working around men and heard their conversations.
Yeah.
And like the ugliest dude would get all these chicks, right? Mm-hmm. And this one guy walked up to him the one day and he goes, "What's your secret?" And then they just started kind of whispering to each other. And he pulled out his phone. And he goes, "No way, tripod Dave." And I was like, gross. So like when I say they talk about it, I mean they talk about it. We just sit in the background and we're like, no.
I know.
No, don't do it.
But do they tell women about it?
They'll tell the lesbian.
Right, but not the...
Women, no. But they'll tell the lesbian every single time.
Well, good for him and his big schlong. I
Tripod
hope
Dave.
whatever lesbian he is with, she is very, very happy with she's huge lesbian
Soft schlong.
schlong.
Soft schlong, because they're on drugs. Oh. That's why I said. That's why I said, if you're a woman and you're in the room and you're trying to get intimate with someone who has a schlong and it's just sitting there like this, don't you lose confidence after a while? Isn't the whole point to get it to go like this?
Well, we just didn't invite a dude in the room.
You already have one. Why do you need more?
Well, you have one dude in the room.
You're trying to get
who's not functional. You got to bring a man in who is functional.
But they're lesbians. I thought the whole point is that it stays like
but
this.
But if the man has a functional wang and he identifies as a woman, see,
if it
works.
Stays like this, their point is that if it's always like this, then what's the difference between this and a vagina? And I say,
well, so it would be like
there's
this.
A lot of differences between this.
Wait, it'd be like this? I can't do it. It's like
I know.
Like that,
I just said there's a big difference between this and this. There's a big difference. This comes out. This goes in.
The mouth?
No, the vagina. That's the closest you can represent. You can't go like, it doesn't show in.
Vagina don't have teeth, unless you're talking about that movie, Teeth.
Vagina still got teeth. I think both of us know that. Pussy power activate.
Okay, fine. I guess we're just gonna say it bluntly then. The lesbian community has an absolutely massive turf problem and has had one for quite some time, and I'm sick and tired of
You got a mustache.
pretending like it isn't a thing. We're talking about it now.
Remember, gender is so individual.
Did you just get scared? Because I just got scared. It looks like a filter.
It's like, who's
Cameron?
that? No. I was thinking about Janelle, not Janelle. Jeanette McCurdy? No, her face.
Any gender can look like anything. People ask me all the time whether or not I take hormones. I do not take hormones, and truthfully, I don't have any interest in taking testosterone because I simply don't want the changes that go along with taking T. That's why it was extremely important to me to find a surgeon who had worked on non-binary patients before.
Good for you. Good for you.
Who doesn't like titties? I want to know when Free the Nip became cut the tits off because I love titties. I know gay men who love titties. They won't participate with them, but they love how they look. Who's out here knocking on titties? Because I'm ready to fight you. I like titties. Leave the titties alone.
Titties!
I like titties. And now, in like 10 years, any woman I might end up with is going to have no titties.
Oh.
Right? I guess I'll just be with my cat forever. I'll have my titty tat.
I could smell it when I walked in.
Ew.
Less asparagus, more water. If I were to go into a public bathroom, first of all, it's because I actually really have to pee. I'm really not focused on the little insignificant things that are around me. It's
I don't care.
Usually more, like my surroundings. So if I were like, soap, oh, that's a pretty colorful sticker. And then I would leave. I wouldn't know what that was. I'd say Pete. I would see Pete, and I'd be like, I did too.
I don't really care if you're going to be the person, number one, that looks just like, you look passing. You come in, you pee, you wash your hands, you leave.
I do look passing for a trans woman. Thank you.
I'm saying I don't care if the person comes into the bathroom pees, washes her hands quietly, and leaves. The bigger problem is making a scene out of it, taking pictures and videos like that. Like, it's weird. It's weird. If I saw the flash coming, or if I heard a click or a flashlight going on in the other stall, I'd be like, whoa, gross.
I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well go all in. Do it Broadway style.
I'm in the bathroom to pee. It's my right as a
My-
United States citizen.
My wang, it's out. Hey, ladies, I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it. Listen to me tinkle. Drip, 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 drip.
It's not drip, drip, drip. Have you heard a man pee? It's like... Yeah. You know what would be the first thing that threw me? Seeing calves as I'm walking past the doors. I'd see the calves as I'm walking past the door. Heel of the
calf?
sneakers. Calves.
Calves. Oh,
I'd see them turned facing the toilet and I'd hear peeing and I'd be like, something ain't right.
we're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
You see the back of their Nikes and their calf sticking out, and you're like, okay.
Maybe she's just emptying her catheter.
Maybe she's born with it, or maybe it's her 9-inch schlong.
Well, then it's a good thing that trans women are not men, but while we're on the topic, let's talk about it. Aside from the fact that trans women are not a threat to other women in the bathroom, it is equally unsafe for both trans women and cisgender women alike to go in a men's restroom. See, men
That's what they call the straw horse.
Ooh, that's a new one.
Straw man.
Straw man. Straw horse. I thought that was a new one.
You
Well, there
know
go.
I'm bad at these things.
Straw man argument.
Yes. Because they weren't unsafe 2 years ago when they were going in the men's bathroom.
It's very true.
I'm just saying. And I can almost guarantee you if I went in the men's bathroom, they'd look at me funny, but they'd be like, it must be hell over there. Like, they wouldn't be sitting there coming at me. I feel just as safe going in a men's bathroom as I do in a women's bathroom. I don't care that you peed in a stall that I might pee in. I care how you act in the bathroom.
I care if you peed on the seat.
That too. But women do that also.
Oh.
You've
And they're
never
so
seen
much
horror
closer.
stories, have you?
I try to stay away from public bathrooms.
My last job,
They usually smell horrendous.
I can tell you why.
The
My-
women's bathroom especially. I
my
don't know
last
what
job-
middle-aged women are going there and just dropping deuces, but
It's not dropping. They're not dropping. My last job, I walked into the bathroom and I was like, man, it smells. Someone must have just taken a shit in here. And I opened the only stall door that's open, and it's literally like someone literally exploded into shit. I don't know how to explain it besides that, but that's when I was really against public bathrooms. You know, if that was a woman, if that was a trans woman, they just need to go to a doctor. I don't know what's wrong. It was so disgusting, and it was life-changing because I don't want to go in any public restrooms now. It's so bad.
yeah. Women's restrooms are very dirty, and they usually smell worse than the men's bathroom. So why do they want it so bad?
Let's just actively protest and use we'll leave them the women's bathroom and we'll just cross them all out and write trans bathroom and then we'll write cis over the men's bathroom because there's more men who will let us in and not bother with us because of that.
Very true.
Yeah.
Men don't go to their bathrooms and have a parade.
Alphabet Mafia bathroom.
A trans person was here sticker. Is it like Where's Waldo was here?
No, it's more like which lady had a lump coming in.
What would be better if they said a trans person shat here?
I was going to say pooped. It'd be funnier. It's a little weird to have to put like,
Dumped?
why not just sign the wall like you're in middle school?
Well, now we have stickers. It's very progressive.
Well, then it's a good thing that trans women are not men, but while we're on the topic, let's talk about it. Aside from the fact that trans women are not a threat to other women in the bathroom, it is equally unsafe for both trans women and cisgender women alike to go in a men's restroom. See, men don't want me in the bathroom looking like this.
Like a man wearing makeup? Why? Why don't men want them in there? Because they're wearing makeup. And they have long hair.
I think it just makes them uncomfortable. It just makes them uncomfortable. Why don't you want them in your bathroom with long hair?
Well,
You were just more willing to share with a men's bathroom like me, so.
Well, I think from what I've been exposed to and what I've seen, that men coming into the women's bathroom is a flex of their authority. But if a woman goes into the men's bathroom, it's more like a,
Emergency?
yeah, like there was a line in the girls' bathroom, so the chick.
And I
that's usually
have to go, yeah.
what happens. So there are a multitude of reasons I could get into of why they shouldn't be in there in the first place if they don't pass. Because you're I don't know. I just think we need more mental institutions. That's all.
I think that you're right with a power flex
I
on
would like
that.
about a 2-year stay.
Yourself?
Yeah,
You want to jump in?
I would love to.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What
it
do
gets
you
crazy out here.
It's probably crazier in
Nice,
there.
relaxing yoga.
It's probably crazier in there.
Equine.
When I was in there, someone got mad at me
Surfing on the beach.
because they identified as being.
They
with
could
the
take our
KKK.
bathrooms. I'll take the beach.
Take the beach.
Like and subscribe. Unless you had anything else to say.